What's up, y'all? It's your girl, the Authentic Empress, yet again. And I just wanted to delve deeper into this topic on discernment, because it is a very critical thing, that needs to be taken more seriously. And as we know, discernment is connected with the sacral chakra as well as the crown chakras and the above chakras of the crown. But mostly that sacral chakra aspect, right? And your third eye and all of that. But it's just very critical to discuss, because I don't know, like, I've just been noticing that lack of discernment in a lot of different aspects of people's. Even with the Bible, you have people who are still out here saying things like, oh, the Bible is a lie and it's just full of lies and yada yada yada, when that's a lie. That's false information that they're putting out here. And like I said in one other video, that I said, this is why tarot readers charge for their services. You must acquire discernment in any aspect of life, like whether you're going to seek health from doctors, a hospital, a therapist, tarot readers, church, the Bible. It doesn't matter where you are, you're going to need to have discernment, period. Because we understand that, yes, to some extent the Bible has been manipulated. However, there are just some things you just cannot recreate, as it pertains to divinity, right? These are things that's enlarged in our DNA, coded, encrypted in our DNA, right? So what I'm saying with that, just because you may indicate or discern, rightfully so, falsehood and fallacy in the Bible, that doesn't mean you should write off the whole Bible as false. That's not being very discerning. And a lot of people will pick and choose certain scriptures and will pose and make this whole argument, in the conscious community or whatever the case may be, to deter people from, a book that actually does have, very pliable things. Very substantial information and tools. But something you've come to know, or that you more likely have already recognized, is that the European, especially in politics and like when we start considering the courts and stuff like that. Kitty, how do you call a kitty? I'm trying to give you some food. I'm sorry about that, y'all. But one of their tactics, if you dig deep and like research and study history regarding these food industries and stuff like that, one of their main tactics is to sow doubt, right? It's to sow doubt into individuals. And we know doubt is like an opposer of discernment. That's why we even have this phrase, giving someone the benefit of the doubt. And that's why I say, give your intuition the benefit of the doubt, not people. Because your intuition is going to guide you in truth. Especially if you heal and stuff like that. But your intuition, is going to guide you in truth. That gut instinct that you be having, those gut feelings that you have, your second brain, your intuition, your discernment. The benefit of the doubt. And what the hell is the benefit of the doubt supposed to mean? For a lot of people, it means, okay, even though my discernment is going off, about this particular individual. I'm going to deny my discernment and my intuition, because the benefit for them would be for me to believe them anyhow, would be for me to trust them anyhow, despite what my intuition, my discernment is telling me or going off about. Despite that, so really it's a benefit for them. Give that individual the benefit of the doubt, but don't give yourself the benefit of your discernment. Don't give yourself the benefit of the doubt, which will be listening to your discernment and moving about accordingly. Because that's how I perceive that. So once again, that delusional rapport with the divine, that distorted rapport with the divine, and being mindful that you're not getting caught up with individuals who are in this state of being, in this state of mind. People who are always only seeking externally the answers to this information. Because even that individual that I'm referring to, the way that she's structured the status on Facebook, she mentioned the status. The first post she made was that the reason why I can't resonate with anything of the Bible, and I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, this is a person who did not read the whole Bible, because I can tell you with all of my heart that I haven't even read the entire Bible. Anywho, I read enough of it though to know that it is not all false and that there is some fallacy in the Bible. But once again, operating from that discernment, right? Now, what she said was that I can't resonate with anything of the Bible because I just feel like it's all lies. And then she made another post and said, so what's your take on this? About a woman being deemed impure when she's bleeding or when she's on her period or whatever. Leaving that open to discussion to people. And having all these followers and a lot of her friends being damn karmics. So opening that door to allow more confusion to come in. Even though you're already in a confused state, which you just, you acknowledge that by posting what you posted. And the first place you go to seek that information is Facebook, child. Facebook, for real? Now, even I know, and this comes from utilizing all intelligences of the body. Your mental, your psyche, your emotional, your bodily intelligence, right? Your intuitive intelligence, all these intelligences. Ideally, we should be using them interconnectedly so that we better govern ourselves, through this information war, through all these, these levels of spiritual warfare. With that being said, because that's how I operate, and I understand, to do in-depth research and, all this, that, and the third. And not only that, but still operate from my intuition, from the voice of my soul, from that rapport with the divine, right? To let me know, what is truth and what is false. And once again, I live authentically. And when you sow authenticity, you reap authenticity. So there's that too. So I operate in a way that, I create a path for myself where I'm going to find the truth. I'm going to seek out the truth. And I'm going to, to uncover what is, false. Anyway, as a result of doing that, I've come to learn that, about King James, the origins of who he really is, his family structure and how they really operate, that these people are dark-natured. Incest, all that type of stuff was going on with King James and his family. Either him or his dad, or I think him, was sleeping with his own damn mama, having sex with his own mama. mind you, King James wrote a book on demonology, a demonology book, prior to transliterating the Holy Bible. Now, if these politics, if you separate poly and ticks, and that's another thing, learning etymology. If you separate poly and ticks and literally look at it for what it is, because these motherfuckers is parasites. Vampires and parasites and leeches. In groups. In numbers. Poly. The devil is predictable. As a divine being, that's something you will come to know if you haven't already come to that acknowledgement. The devil is more predictable than they actually think. But once again, when you sow falsehood, when you sow deception, when you sow delusion, confusion, you reap that. And so the devil my. Like I said, there's levels to this shit. It is certainly levels to this shit. Anyway, with that being said, in politics, one of their main strategies is to sow doubt. There was this research that came out, which was proven accurate and true, that these scientists did long ago. You can search it, look it up. And in the research, this woman scientist, she was able to link childhood leukemia to hot dogs, eating hot dogs. Right? And as a result, because understand, like, everything that's associated, because these politics doesn't just refer to motherfuckers in the courthouse, motherfuckers at the White House. It does not just apply to them. It's a group of blood-sucking, energy-siphoning motherfuckers. That's what that is. And in this, in terms of this topic, I can't utilize that term motherfuckers, because King James was one of the number one motherfuckers fucking his mama. Oscar Mayer was one of the biggest companies, right? Oscar Mayer Wiener, got all the kids and everything in his commercials. Can't have a cookout without hot dogs. What's the quickest way to feed your kids when you ain't got to put in much effort? Give them a hot dog, a bun and some sauce, some fries, a burger, whatever. But you can just warm the hot dog up. And then what's even fucked up about that, putting hot dogs in the damn microwave. Did you do the research on microwaves? The radiation? But anyway, let me stay on topic. Don't you know that this woman's colleagues turn against her for the sake of fucking money and power? To protect these people. They didn't even give a fuck about harming and creating illness in these children through these damn hot dogs. They didn't even give a damn. So one of their tactics, once again, is to sow doubt, right? That's one of their strategies, spiritual warfare, psychological warfare. They had one of their puppets utilize his platform, some type of TV host, whatever. And he was addressing, the research, about it being linked to child leukemia. And his strategy, he had a hot dog, a regular hot dog, and then he grabbed a bun, put some ketchup and mustard on it, and he said, now what exactly is this researcher referring to? You know, when it could be anything. It could be the ketchup that's linked to the leukemia. It could be the mustard. It could be the bun. How is it just, you know, how are we supposed to just assume it's the hot dog? Now, she ain't operating from no damn assumptions, because she did this shit with science. Research. Experimentation. Getting children and parents who admitted to feeding their child hot dogs regularly, opposed to parents who don't feed their children this shit. And then some. But once again, that strategy of doubt, trying to sow doubt. It could be the hot dog bun. It could be the ketchup. It could be, motherfucker, you know it's that damn pork, chicken shit that was on the ground in some slaughterhouse that y'all fucking slathered together and injected some damn chemicals into it to turn it pink. The fuck? I'm gonna tell you right now, these motherfuckers is ruthless out here, and there are many, many false prophets. Many. So it is like, I'm telling you, it's very important to take developing your discernment seriously. And like I always say, giving your intuition the benefit of the doubt. Not people. Because what's that benefit for them when you deny your intuition and your discernment? Them to lie to you? Them to get over on you? Them to deceive you? Abuse you? Take advantage of you? Siphon your energy? Set you up? I'm going to leave this right here for right now. But I got a feeling I might be addressing this again. Discernment. You need discernment with music. The music that you intake. The teachers that you listen to. Something that my godfather used to say to me was to chew up the meat and spit out the bones. Of course, not literal. But chew up the meat and spit out the bones. Discernment. You have to be able to determine, you know, what's truth and what's fallacy, and to take that truth that's being spoken, because a lot of, you know, there's motherfuckers who blend shit and still have a lot to learn or grow within themselves, but that don't mean that they can't offer some ounce of knowledge, because you can also learn from people's lack of knowledge, lack of wisdom, lack of growth. You still can learn from that. However, you did not adapt their behaviors. You did not adopt their behaviors. You see it for what it is, and you know what not to be, what not to become, what not to engage in. Discernment. 11:11. I'm going to leave this video right here. I love you guys. It's the Authentic Empress, and I'll catch you on the next video.